Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here reacting to another song that I missed while I was on vacation, and it's a special day because I have you, Melody, here with me. I have not had enough B2B in my life lately, and they are back with Please Stay. They are under a new self-run company, the BTOB Company. I actually just saw them post maybe 3 days ago or so, as of when I'm filming this. It was a Twitter post and probably on other platforms too, where they mentioned that rather than having subunits and all of that having different names, everything that they do, whether it's soloists or units, whatever, is all going to be, at least for a while, labeled as B2B. So they're apologizing for any confusion, but they're basically saying that as they kind of reestablish their footing, they don't want to dilute the brand, and they want everything to be under that B2B umbrella. So if you didn't know, but you're going to be looking out for B2B content, just don't be surprised if, let's say Peniel has a comeback, and it's still listed as B2B, even though it's just him. This one is Please Stay. So let's go check it out, see what I missed while I was gone. Real quick though, before we do, when I was over there, I thought for sure, especially because I saw that this comeback was going to happen, I thought for sure there would be either people playing it or talking about it, something. I didn't hear anything about this. And I don't know if see, here in America, we don't know about B2B. I discovered them through you guys. I thought when I went there that there would be more popularity. But if there is, it's not like a public type of thing. It's like a in the home type of thing. Because I didn't hear this song being played anywhere or anything. I heard, like, all the other songs that I'm planning to react to that I missed while I was gone, I would walk by and I would have to cover my ears so that I could still give you guys good reactions, because I would hear them playing outside of different restaurants and stores and such. Not this one. This is completely new for me, but I'm also shocked that I didn't have to avoid it when I was there. So not sure if that's indicative of a decline in popularity, or if the majority of their fans just don't, go out and play it. But I don't know. Somebody let me know who lives there, who's a fan. Let me know what's going on with that. But all right, let's go check it out. Now, we know B2B is a really good vocal group. Let's see if they deliver us that stellar performance. Very wistful feeling.
바람이 아파 사무치게 불어와 텅 빈 가슴에 홀로 남은 이곳에 나 흔들리네요. 슬픔에 젖어도 꺼지지 않아 여전히 내 불씨는 살아있어. 짙은 연기로 가득 덮인 채 그대의 숨결을 내게 물어줘요. 그대만이 나를 태울 수 있어요. 다시
Beautiful vocals.
뜨겁게 나를 안아줘요. 식어버린 내 가슴에 남은 온기가 새가 되어 흩날리지 않게.
Yes, those harmonies.
But I can't do it without you. By myself, I'm just gasoline. You're the spark I need to light the fire up again. 그대의 숨결을 내게 불러줘요. 그대만이 나를 태울 수
Gorgeous soft vocals and a nice little rap there from Peniel. It's not it's melodic rap.
선명한 흉터 고장나버린 내 머릿속 너는 갇혔지. Start up the fire, don't let it die out. Feeding my fuel for it's too late. 난 영원히 내 품에 남아.
Wow.
뜨겁게 나를 안아줘요.
It's an emotional song too.
내 가슴에 남은 온기가 제가 되어 흩날리지 않게 계속 머물러줘요 내 품에 꺼져가는
A high note too. Yes, sir.
그대 다시 사랑을 피워요.
I wanted to give it that extra second. If I give it one more click, though, it's going to go to ads. So, oh, that was beautiful. Their vocals are just as pleasing as ever. The harmony we got there, rich, gorgeous. Peniel had, like I said, like a melodic rap, but I know he sings, but this is the first time I remember him actually singing the lyrics instead of just delivering a rap verse. And yeah, just everybody doing such a great job with the facial expressions, the acting. Oh man, beautiful. Okay, now message wise, it's called Please Stay. I feel like this could still go either way. The obvious interpretation is that they're singing to a loved one who, obviously a relationship who either has left or maybe they've even passed away. But whatever it is, they're not in the person's life, in their life anymore. Or maybe they're threatening to be gone from their lives. Either way, they're like begging them to stay and, keep that passion going. The other interpretation, though, because we don't really ever clearly see the girl's face. And I think it's the same girl for each of the four members in each scene. I could be wrong about that, but usually in these type of music videos, when you have a faceless person, it represents the fans, like as an avatar for the fans, because you don't have an actual face to associate with it. I think we briefly did catch a glimpse of her face once, but it was really brief. So you could take this as a fan song, because it's been a little while since they've had a comeback. Their last comeback that I know of as a group was Wind and Wish, and that was last year sometime. So I guess it hasn't been like super long, but in the K-pop world, going a full year without a comeback is, it's easy to be out of sight, out of mind type of thing here. So when we go back through, I'll analyze this from the more obvious perspective of just taking it as a romantic interest, but I'll also mention things that might make me think why it could be a fan song as well. A fan-centric song, not a song for fans. Actually, you know what? I was right the first time when I described it. Like, no, if you're taking it in that interpretation, it would just be a fan song. All right, so the bed is empty. He's waking up alone, which makes sense now that we've seen the video. I mentioned it had this wistful feeling, and it's almost like it is wistful, but it's also got a twinge of like regret in the instrumentation here. The very first thing other than him waking up alone, though, that I notice is this scene. He gets out of bed, and what would normally be probably a pretty smooth operation, you just slip your feet into the slippers, you get up, you go to the bathroom, you know, you do your morning routine. It's already out of sorts. Not only is the bed empty, but like it just, everything is off. You know, his foot doesn't go into the slipper the right way. Again, the bed was empty. He's alone. Somehow he's fully dressed as he gets up. So there's two sets of keys, and you know, hers are still there. What does that bracelet say? Anything? I'm sure it does, but I can't read it. Like, I see a B here and a O and a T, but that's a K. So it's definitely not saying B2B. Not actually sure what that says, but all right, before I knew it, my tears had frozen in the cold air. So it's basically winter time, and he's very sad. So actually, that version of him that's taking the keys is his memory. Now that I'm looking at this, because he's still there, sitting on the bed, kind of just thinking about this. Now I'm standing still in this chilly street without you. It's like they were making those together. Just being alone and empty in this place. It's also really easy to feel alone and sad on the holidays. So, and it's usually colder at that time of year too. So, some people get like a seasonal mood disorder. That's not exactly what this is, but a lot of people will have similar feelings to this if they're not with people during this time. So at first I was wondering, like, what is it that doesn't go out? Because he said even when drenched in sorrow, it doesn't go out. My spark is still active. So, like, my passion is still there. My hope, my dream, my flame, if you will. It's still there. Which this part is one of the reasons why I said this could be part of the fan interpretation. That they've gone through a lot of tough times as a group, but they're still alive. They're telling you, like, we're still here. We still want this, even though there's been these hard times all around us. Covered in thick smoke. No, hold on. What does this say? When he was putting on the slippers, were those her slippers? It's emotion, out of your shoes, memories, far side of the bed. So all of this stuff is like describing what we've already seen in the video. But this is 1989 on the cassette. Was there an actual like cassette with these songs on there? And then they're just kind of acting that out. It'd be interesting to look up. I don't know. So covered in thick smoke, breathe your breath into me. Only you can set me on fire. Now, that line, they mentioned they have the spark. You could also consider the spark like an ember, like a baby flame. But what does fire need to grow and to propagate? It needs oxygen. So it needs either the fans, their breath of life, or if you're taking this romantically, as is the more obvious translation, or sorry, interpretation, it needs her presence. It needs her breath of life breathed into him so that he can like really bring that passion back out. So yeah, you see her eye for like a second. Let me burn again. Like let me perform again. If you're taking this as a fan song, let me burn again, as in let me, you know, feel that love again. If you're taking this as a romance. See, we never really see her face. So don't let it turn to ashes and scatter. So, you know, if you burn something, especially like paper, where, you know, you might have love letters, poems, memories, whatever. If you burn it, it turns to ashes, the ashes just scatter in the wind. So he's saying, like, don't let this, you know, don't let that happen. He wants you to hold him tight with your warmth. So the remaining heat in my cold heart, because he just has a spark. He doesn't have the full flame, so his heart is growing cold. And if it goes completely cold, basically it would turn to ashes, and then like he wouldn't have any feeling anymore. Stay with me longer. Like, again, if you're taking this as a fan song, it's like, you know, hey, we're still here, still have this tiny spark. If you keep supporting us, that flame can keep burning. So stay with me longer. If you're taking this from romance, obviously stay with me longer. Like, don't leave. I need you. And now here you actually start to see, well, we actually saw it earlier with the cassette, but you see things like starting to fade out of existence. And then they literally put the word fade in here. Burn me as I fade away. See, rekindling the flame is what I want to do. Like, obviously, I want to reignite the passion. If you're taking this romantically, it could mean that the love has kind of died out, but they want to try and get that back. If you're talking about fandom, maybe they're acknowledging a declining popularity, but they want to be back for the fans, and they want to reignite both their and the fans' passion for each other. The flame is what I wanna do, but I can't do it with. Now, what did he drop there? By myself, I'm just gasoline. I'm not sure, but I like that line too. By myself, I'm just gasoline. So he can be the fuel for the fire, but it needs to be set ablaze. It needs that. It's another way of saying, like, it needs that oxygen. It needs that breath of life, that kickstart to really get going. There she is. There's the avatar over here. Again, it could be legit romance interest, but it could be the representation of the fan. Got more stuff fading out. Only you can set me on fire. See, he's looking back. So all of this is still memory. And as things faded, it turned to dust. Whether you consider that dust or ashes, it doesn't really matter. The point is, it's just vanishing, disintegrating in his mind. From a cinematic standpoint, this is so beautiful, though. Like, each scene where they gradually fade out more, and then you see this this room of dust. I've heard in music before of the phrase "city of dust," where basically, like, everything you've built up has just vanished. That's what we have here. But each time we explore the scene, a little bit more is fading away. And it's like we're watching his memory process as he thinks back. Like his world is becoming more and more empty as she or the fans, whichever way you're taking this, are gone or are leaving. Now, do we ever see her face in these pictures? No, it all fades out before we could get that. And the only picture that's still clear is him there alone. So there's another memory. He's sitting in what actually is an empty kitchen, which we'll see as the other stuff starts disappearing. But there was a time when he was happy and she was there with him. The memories are nothing but dust. Even here in this picture, in the bottom left, like, it's presumably her, but she's missing. Over here we have Peniel with her, but her face is scratched out. So you never see her face deliberately. All that's left is a vivid scar, basically, you know, these painful memories of when I was happy. In my broken mind, you're trapped. So it's like he's not whole anymore, and like those fractured pieces of what he has left can't let the person go, and so she is trapped in that that dreamscape, if you will. Wonder how much it costs to bring all this sand in. See, back when they were happy and they were making those key ornaments and stuff, or the keychain, I should say. If you look close with the lighting, I don't know if it's intentional, I'm sure it is, but you can actually see like the light from the flickering flame reflecting off his skin. So like just off camera there is a flame, or at least it's designed to look that way. Yeah, that's intentional, because you can see it in their eyes too. Alright guys, that was BTOB with Please Stay, and that was, oh, that was gorgeous. Very, very moving, emotional song. Take it how you will. I'm not sure if they actually put out a statement of like what they truly intended for it. Again, the obvious interpretation is that it's about a lover, but it could just as easily be about the fans, especially after seeing what I saw, or rather didn't see, in Seoul. But I'm curious. Let me know what you guys thought. Anyway, shout out to the Patreons. Thank you guys for all your support. If you're not familiar, check out the link in the description below. There is stuff on the Patreon that we can't put here on YouTube. Patrons also get access to guaranteed prioritized requests sent to the top of the request queue every month. Also, if you want to get to the top of the queue, but you don't want the Patreon benefits, there is a link to PayPal where you can sponsor a request that way as well. And there is a link to the request queue if you want to check that out and see what's on it, where your request is, all of that kind of stuff. So, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for checking this one out. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care.